You think you're moving forward. But what if you've been standing in the same place for years? We all feel the rush of life. News, crises, deadlines, drama. It feels like movement, but it's not. Look back 5 years. Did you become who you wanted to be? Did you reach what you dreamed of? Or are you still exactly where you were? The hard truth is, for most of us, 95% of life is just repetition. A cycle that feels like progress but goes nowhere. Neuroscience has a cruel revelation. 95% of your decisions are made automatically, not by you bot, by ancient programs buried deep in your subconscious. Think about it. You have around 60,000 thoughts a day, and over 90% of them are identical to the ones you had yesterday. Your mind is a loop playing the same script over and over again, keeping you trapped in a pattern you can't even see. This is autopilot mode, and it's the real prison that holds us back. Change often doesn't feel like change until it's far too late. It's like the famous story of the frog in slowly boiling water. It adapts to the rising heat, to the growing discomfort, until it can no longer escape. We do the same. We adapt to the soul-crushing job, the unfulfilling routine, the life that no longer fits us. We get comfortable with our discomfort, not realizing that comfort kills more dreams than failure ever will. We tolerate what we should be changing, slowly losing ourselves in the process. There's a simple trick used to catch monkeys in Africa. A nut is placed inside a jar with a narrow opening. The monkey reaches in, grabs the nut, and its fist becomes too large to pull out. It could escape at any moment. All it has to do is let go of the nut, but it refuses. It clings to what it wants, and that very act imprisons it. Humans are no different. We cling to bad habits, toxic relationships, and old beliefs that no longer serve us. What you cling to is what imprisons you. So why is it so hard to change? Your brain wasn't built for happiness. It was built for survival. To your brain, anything new equals potential danger, while the familiar equals safety. This is true even if the familiar is slowly destroying you. That's why you return to old habits, old fears, and old versions of yourself. It's not because you want them or because you're weak. It's because your mind, in its quest for safety, refuses to release them. It instinctively chooses the devil it knows over the progress it doesn't. Between the ages of 0 and 7, your mind was wide opener, sponge absorbing everything from the world around you. Every word, every fear, every limitation from parents, teachers, and society was recorded directly into your subconscious, without any filter. Those early programs are still running your life today. You might call them your personality, your quirks, your way of being, but they're not truly you. They're echoes from the past. You are living a script you didn't write. But here is the simple truth. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because your subconscious is wired to repeat the past and call it safety. The good news is, once you see the loop once, you become aware of the pattern, you can finally step out of it. Awareness is the first crack in the wall of your prison. And the moment that wall cracks, the entire structure begins to fall. This is your exit point. This is where your new life begins. Thanks for watching. Most people believe they choose their life, their actions, their destiny. But what if the decisions you proudly call yours were written long before you learned to speak? What if the life you're living isn't a product of your conscious choices, but a program installed in your mind when you were just a child? This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's neuroscience. From birth to about age 7, your brain operates in a trance-like state, dominated by theta brainwaves. It's a state of hypnosis, a state of learning. You were a living recorder, absorbing everything around you without a filter. Every word your parents said, every emotion they expressed, every argument you overheard, every rule you were taught. It all went straight into your subconscious mind, not as suggestions, but as absolute truths. These weren't just experiences. They were lines of code being written into the operating system of your personality. And one day, these programs became a quiet, constant whisper inside you. That little voice that tells you not to take risks. The one that says you're not good enough. The one that makes you feel guilty for wanting more. The one that says making a mistake is shameful. We call that voice intuition or common sense. We call that voice ourselves, but it's not. It's the program. It's the echo of words you didn't choose, spoken by people who were themselves running on programs they inherited. You think you're stuck because of your job, your finances, or your relationships. You think the problem is out there, but the real prison isn't made of concrete. It's made of thoughts. The walls around you, the ones that feel so solid, were built when you were too young to even protest. Walls of fear, walls of doubt, walls of I can't and I shouldn't. The mind protects its own prison. It's programmed for survival, and to the subconscious, what is familiar is safe, even if it's painful. When you try to change your life, to break free, your mind resists. It triggers anxiety and fear, not because you're weak, but because to your programming, anything new equals danger. Defend our beliefs and our limitations as if they are sacred. We say, that's just the way I am. I've always been this way. I'm just not a confident person. But what if your entire personality, the very core of who you think you are, is simply an echo, an inherited set of beliefs, fears, and rules you never consciously agreed to? You did not choose your fear of failure. You did not choose your self-sabotaging patterns. You did not choose your limits. You inherited them. They are part of the program, a hand-me-down identity. But here is where the story changes. When you finally notice the pattern, when you catch that internal voice in the act, everything shifts. You start to see that your life isn't just a series of random misfortunes or repeated failures. It's a script playing on a loop. And once you see the script, once you become aware of the program, you are no longer a character blindly following its lines. You become the editor. Awareness is the beginning of liberation. The moment you truly see the program controlling your life is the most powerful moment of all. It's the moment you are no longer fully controlled by it. This awareness is the first step. It's the first crack in the prison wall, letting in a single, brilliant beam of light. It's the beginning of you finally choosing your life, the beginning of your freedom. You think you grew up, but what if you didn't? What if your mind stopped evolving years ago, and you never even noticed? We often believe that getting older automatically means becoming more mature. But what if you're still operating from the same mental patterns you developed as a child? Imagine walking in a circle for years, thinking you're moving forward, but never actually leaving the same spot. This isn't just about age. It's about the evolution of your consciousness. What if you never truly became an adult? What if your mind is stuck in the past, replaying the same old loops while the world moves on without you? Let's explore the first level, the realm of desire. This is the mindset of a toddler in an adult's body. The world revolves around one phrase: I want. You see it when a child grabs for candy, and you see it when an adult slams a fist on the table, demanding results. It's a life driven by impulse and immediate gratification. In this state, success feels like control over others, and fear is masked by anger. The world isn't a place of opportunity. It's an enemy that owes you something. Life is a constant battle to get what you want, and you'll fight anyone who stands in your way. This isn't strength. It's the desperate cry of an unmet need, echoing from childhood into your adult life. Next, we enter level 2, the prison of approval. Here, the driving question is, will they love me? You become a puppet, your strings pulled by the expectations and opinions of others. Your self-worth is tied to external validation, as social media like a word of praise, a promotion. You bend, you adjust, you shrink yourself to fit into boxes that were never meant for you. You learn to smile while you're dying inside, because the fear of rejection feels like death itself. Your authentic self is buried under layers of people-pleasing, and you forget who you were before you started asking for permission to exist. Then comes level 3, the fortress of knowledge. You build a tower around yourself, fortified by books, facts, and arguments. You know everything. You've read all the theories, and you're always ready to prove you're right. But here's the trap. Information doesn't equal transformation. You can spend a lifetime accumulating knowledge without ever applying it. Your intellect becomes a defense mechanism, a way to feel superior and avoid the messy, unpredictable nature of real growth. People start to avoid you, not because you're wrong, but because the one who always needs to be right is impossible to connect with. The door to true wisdom remains locked from the inside. This leads us to level 4, the addiction to achievement. You're the master of the hustle. You win, you build, you rise through the ranks. Your life is a checklist of accomplishments: the degree, the career, the house, the car. You're the first one in the office and the last one to leave, fueled by ambition. But one day, you find yourself sitting alone in the expensive silence of your success, the glow of your laptop, the only light in an empty room. And you whisper to yourself, why doesn't this feel like victory? You realize you've been climbing a ladder that was propped against the wrong wall. The thrill of the chase was the only thing keeping you going. And now that you've arrived, you feel hollow. If you push through that emptiness, you reach level 5, the collapse of identity. This is the dark night of the soul. Standing at a foggy crossroads, you finally ask the terrifying question, whose life have I been living? The roles you played, the good child, the perfect student, the successful professional, all begin to crumble. It's a painful but necessary shedding of skin. You start to question everything, your beliefs, your career, your relationships. You leave behind old systems, old roles, and even old people. It feels like you're losing everything, but what you're really doing is creating space. You are stepping out of a life that was prescribed to you and into the terrifying, exhilarating unknown. From this fertile emptiness emerges level 6, the architect. The search is over. You are no longer looking for yourself. You are building yourself. You realize your life is not something that happens to you, but something you create, moment by moment. Like an architect with a blueprint, you begin to design your reality with intention. You choose your values. You set your boundaries. You consciously shape your habits, your relationships, and your environment. You are no longer a victim of circumstance, but the deliberate creator of your own experience. This mastery brings you to level 7, the state of flow. You stop forcing life. You stop resisting, pushing, and striving. Instead, you learn to move with the current. Life begins to move with you and through you. It's like water flowing effortlessly down a mountain, finding the path of least resistance. You move through challenges and crowded spaces with a sense of ease and grace. Work becomes play. Effort becomes effortless. You are fully present in each moment, completely absorbed in the dance of existence. There is no struggle, only alignment. Finally, we arrive at level 8, oneness. The journey inward leads you to a profound realization. The separation between you and the world dissolves. You stop asking where to go or what to do because you understand that you are not just in the universe. You are the universe. You are a part of everything, and everything is a part of you. The search for meaning ends because you realize you are the meaning. You are already home. You always were. Now that you've seen all 8 levels, the 8 steps on the staircase of consciousness, the question is no longer, where am I? The real question is, am I willing to rise? Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more journeys into the mind. You think you're choosing, but you're not. Every morning, you reach for your phone. Every week, you follow the same routine. You think you're making conscious decisions, but your brain is simply replaying yesterday. It's a loop. In fact, 95% of your life is lived on autopilot, a program running in the background while you believe you're in control. This program creates an invisible prison. Your mind isn't designed for happiness. It's designed for survival. And survival absolutely hates change. It craves the predictable, the familiar, the safe. So it keeps you walking down the same hallway again and again, trapped in a cycle you don't even see. This autopilot mode is your brain's survival mechanism, but it's keeping you from truly living. Where did this program come from? It started in childhood, before you could even understand the words. Your mind was being coded. You absorbed the fears and limitations of those around you. Don't shine too brightly. Be careful. The world is dangerous. Don't dream too big. Mistakes are bad. These weren't your choices. They were installed into your operating system, and they still control you today, whispering what you can and cannot do. This is why pain often doesn't change you. You see people stuck in toxic relationships or soul-crushing jobs, and you wonder why they stay. It's not weakness. It's the brain's logic. Better the familiar pain than the unknown freedom. The fear of the unknown is more powerful than the discomfort of the present. Your brain would rather endure unknown suffering than risk the uncertainty of something new, even if that something new is your liberation. But real transformation doesn't have to be a slow, painful crawl. It happens in an instant. It's a quantum shift. Pitch the moment a light switch flicks on in a dark room. It's the moment you realize the cage was never locked. Change isn't a long journey. It's a single, powerful decision. The decision to see things differently. Once you see the pattern, you can break it. You've been walking in a circle traced on the ground, day after day. The moment you decide to step outside that circle, everything changes. When you hear that old, limiting voice from the past, you can choose to silence it. That feeling deep inside, the one that whispers, "This can't continue." That's not just frustration. That's the signal. That's the doorway out. After you step through, life stops feeling random. You start noticing signs, synchronicities, and opportunities that were invisible before. You realize your thoughts are shaping your reality. Your identity finally becomes your own, not just a collection of old memories and borrowed beliefs. You become the author of your own story. So here you are at a crossroads. You can stay in the old loop, replaying the same day over and over, or you can rise. It all comes down to one decision, one moment, one step. The choice, for the first time, is truly yours. Thank you for watching. You want change, but somehow you wake up in the same life, thinking the same thoughts, repeating the same day. It's like you're walking in circles on an endless walkway, watching the clock hands spin and calendar pages flip past. This isn't just a feeling. The loop is real. But why? Why does it feel so hard to break free? Let's talk about the truth of your brain. See, your brain was not designed for your happiness. It was designed for survival. And survival always chooses the familiar even if that familiar pattern is slowly destroying you. To your ancient survival mechanism, familiar equals safe, and new equals danger. It's a simple, brutal equation that keeps you stuck. Where did this programming come from? Picture this. Before the age of 7, your mind was like a sponge, operating in a hypnotic state. Your subconscious recorded every fear, every limitation, every belief spoken around you. Words like "don't try," "be careful," "stay small" weren't just ideas. They were recorded as absolute truth. you were programmed without choosing the code that now runs your life. And so, all your adult life, you've been trying to build a future, a new and different future, with a mind that is fundamentally wired for the past. It's like trying to run new software on an old, outdated operating system. It just won't work. But then, something changes. The moment you see it, the moment you become aware of the program running in the background, everything shifts. Awareness is the first step to freedom. This is the moment of the cycle breaker. This is when you realize you are not the program. You are the one observing it. And that changes the entire game. You see that wall of old beliefs for what it is, and suddenly cracks of light start pushing through. This leads to the switch. Real transformation does not take months or years of struggle. It takes a single moment, one clear decision, one internal click where you decide, I am no longer available for this old reality. It's like flipping a massive, ancient switch. In an instant, the darkness of the old patterns gives way to a brilliant golden light. A new path forms right beneath your feet, not because the world changed, but because you did. Change happens in 1 second, and that's when you step into your new reality. As you begin walking forward, the world literally starts to reshape around you. Old structures dissolve. The path ahead expands. And then the magic starts. Synchronicities appear everywhere. Lights turn on just as you approach. Doors you never knew existed swing open. Why? Because when you stop identifying with the old version of yourself, the world stops treating you like that old version. Reality has no choice but to bend. New opportunities appear. Synchronicities guide you. Because, for the first time, your inner world finally matches the outer one you've been seeking. The world doesn't respond to what you want. The world responds to who you become. So now we arrive at the final question. Imagine a fork in the road. One path is dark, familiar, and loops right back to where you started. The other is bright, unknown, and spirals upward into a future you can't yet see. 5 years from now, will you still be watching videos about changing your life? Or will you finally live the life you've always known was yours? The choice is not in 5 years. The choice is now. Change doesn't take time. It takes a decision. If you're still here, still watching my videos, I just want to say something simple. Thank you. In this world of endless noise and constant distractions, the fact that you choose to spend your time here with me means more than you can possibly imagine. It means you're one of those rare people who wants to go deeper, who wants to question things, and who looks for answers inside yourself, not just on the surface. I am honestly so happy that there are people like you who share these interests, these questions, and this search for meaning. So, if you feel like this space resonates with you, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and maybe share this video with someone you know who might need it. Your support helps this content reach more people who are also quietly searching. Thank you for being here, really.